thanks for tuning in to A Simple Life. Today I wanted to talk about something or go more into detail about the video I posted yesterday about how to start a compost, very basic of just what goes into a compost. But I didn't really explain at all what I actually do and how I mix the two. So I'm going to talk about that today. What I do is, like you could see in the video, I put them in coffee cans. I fill it up with all organic waste, nothing whatsoever dairy or meat, because I don't want to attract animals to my compost because of my chickens. I don't want to put them in any kind of harm's way. So I put those in there. When they fill up, the way this one's full, I then put it in here, in this container, outside. This one, I got a lot more stuff going on in here, and see how it's already starting to decompose. Actually, I forgot to pull my stickers off of the avocados, but that's okay. I can probably do it now, or they'll just come off and I can pick them out later. So that's already looking pretty good. People, this does not smell. My face is right by the can. It does not smell. Now, if you keep this out for too long, or you see how I do have some straw and stuff in here? If I had absolutely no carbon in this, meaning my dry leaves, my hay and all that other stuff, grass clippings, it probably would start to smell. The idea is to mix the two. As I put in my nitrogen, I put in my carbon as well. That's going to keep the smell down. This does not smell at all, but as you can see, it's starting to decompose. So when this gets full, I put it in my big can. Okay, this one is very full as well. This is actually doing really well. I've had this going for about a month now, and it's full, very full. Obviously, we have a lot of organic waste. I had no idea how much I was throwing away in the garbage, and it was just going to the landfill, just sitting there, which is like heartbreaking because it's doing nothing for the environment at all at a landfill. So here we can give back to the earth a little bit, so it makes me feel really good. But I have a lot. As you can see, I have another one right there. This is my chicken area. That is filling up fast as well, but that is just the chicken droppings and hay and things like that. So I mix that into here. I put it in here. This is my grass clippings, everything from the yard I keep out here because it does not smell, doesn't attract flies or anything, barely. And then I go adding in that hay with the chicken droppings as well. Put that in there. Now you can, if you have chickens and you don't like the idea of putting droppings in your compost, you can look it up and figure out for yourself if that's something you want to do or not. Me personally, from what I've researched, it's fine, but you can take that upon yourself if you think it's gross or whatever, I don't know. But anyway, so every once in a while what you want to do is mix this. And I was a little on the iffy part about whether or not to put on like a bandana or something. I wasn't sure if it was going to smell. But once again, not at all. It smells earthy. It smells like dirt, to be honest with you. So there's absolutely no need for any of that, which you would think, oh my gosh, like that's going to smell awful. It's nothing. I smell nothing, just dirt. I am going to wear gloves though. But what you want to do is once that's full and you've been mixing in both carbon and nitrogen, it's going to be in layers. Okay. So what you want to do is turn it. Now, obviously, this is going to be kind of difficult to turn because I can't even move it. So I'm going to shovel the top, everything, top to bottom, into my wheelbarrow. And then everything that was on the bottom, I'm going to mix that up, first of all. And then I'll be putting it back in here so it's all mixed up, okay? You want to do that over and over, not every day. This is going to be the first time I'm doing it in a month. So I'm assuming, I think maybe about once a month would be good. From what I hear, because this is my first time composting, what I hear is that it takes a few months, definitely, just to get it to where you want to be. So right now I am using store-bought organic like blood meal and soil and stuff like that for my vegetables, which is fine. Eventually though, I'll be set right here with my own stuff, and it'll just keep coming because we keep eating. Chickens keep you know, droppings and all the hay and all the grass clippings. Every time you mow your lawn, bag that stuff up, throw it in the corner. That's what that is right there. So that's what I'm doing right now. So I'm going to dump this stuff into the mix. Also, I'm going to dump this stuff, the fresher stuff, into here, and I'll throw in some grass clippings as well. Mix that up, close the lid. You don't want it to be too moist. You also don't want it to be too dry. So if you have enough carbon and you have enough nitrogen, you should have a pretty balanced amount of moistness. And also cover. Use a lid, because if you don't use a lid and it rains, then you're going to have a mushy, nasty, yucky, nasty mess. It'll be way too wet, and then it might start to smell. So as long as you keep it covered, you should not have a problem with that at all. And from what I can see here, it's starting to look really good. You see how it's looking kind of earthy and dark? That's what you want. So yeah, so it's really exciting. I'm really happy, and I hope I can inspire somebody else to do this as well, because it's so easy and you feel good because you're not throwing food away in the trash, especially when you buy produce or you have something that goes bad before you get a chance to use it. You're like, oh man, I'm wasting food. At least you're putting it back into the earth, you know? So it's just something to think about. I really recommend it, especially if you want to start a vegetable garden and start being more self-sufficient on even just that basis of a garden. This is excellent to do. And it doesn't smell, I promise. It really doesn't. I know it sounds crazy that it doesn't smell, but I could stick my face in there, which I won't do, but I could stick my face in there. It does not smell. So, all right, guys, thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe. I know I'm just starting out, but I'm learning a lot, and I'm just trying to push all my knowledge out there to help anybody else that I can. All right, so you guys have a wonderful day, wonderful weekend, and I'll see you in the next video.